What's up, guys? Good morning. I am back again, and I'm gonna start getting more consistent on this YouTube thing, I promise. I've just been very busy. I have something so exciting to announce, which I'll probably announce like next week, but is like the most exciting thing I've ever worked on in my life, and I'm just so excited. But today I'm gonna do a what I eat in a day video for you guys. So I woke up, walked the dogs, you know, got ready, and I'm just drinking some water. I put some potatoes on before my walk, and so I have these that I steamed, and I just put these in my Instant Pot for 10 minutes. So I'm gonna make some cheesy scallop potatoes. I have this broccoli cauliflower mix that's actually 3 days past the expiration date. So I'm gonna steam up this entire thing because I have to use it up. And I did a little what I eat in a day post on Instagram. I think it was like last week or something, and I made these scalloped potatoes. They're so good, and a lot of you guys were asking me for the recipe, and it's super simple to make, so I figured I'd just show you guys because I have a little bit of cheese sauce left, which I feel like the last 3 or 4 videos I have made some variation of like cheesy potatoes and broccoli for breakfast. But honestly, like, I eat the same stuff every day, and it might seem, because I try to like give you guys new recipes and ideas, like it might seem like I eat this really extravagant diet, but I literally eat fries, potatoes with cheese sauce, maybe like nachos with cheese sauce and refried beans that I made, red lentil chili, burrito bowls. And sometimes I'll have like tofu and bok choy with rice. Like, that is literally my diet. Do you want to be in my video? Handyman is building the house today.
So we do every day.
So anyways, we're gonna make that. It's really simple, especially if you have pre-steamed potatoes. Basically just going to slice them up and put them into a bowl, and then pour the cheese sauce over top and bake it. And this is really like the key with the cheese sauce. If you bake it, it makes it like kind of caramelized and so good. And this cheese sauce, I actually put a little bit of butternut squash in here. I think maybe like a cup, along with the potatoes and all the rest of the ingredients. And then I also put some diced like canned jalapenos that come in the little jar, and it's the best cheese sauce I've ever made. So yes, let's make breakfast. All right, so to make these scalloped potatoes, this is the easiest recipe in the world. We're literally just gonna take our potatoes and slice them like really finely, pretty much as finely as you can slice them, so they don't fall apart. And then once you have them all chopped up like this, you just basically want to put them, like layer them over each other like this into a bowl. Then all we're gonna do is pour our cheese sauce on top. And then I'm just gonna bake this in my little like toaster oven thingy for probably like 20 minutes until the top gets kind of like caramelized and delicious. And then while that is cooking, I'm just going to steam these veggies. So I just put a steamer tray in the bottom, a little bit of water, and then I just put this on saute and let this cook for like 10 minutes. All right, so here's my breakfast. You can't really see how like good this is gonna be, but this plate is super hot, so I just don't really want to touch it, but like it just like gives it the best texture ever. Oh my god, so good. So I'm gonna eat this for breakfast. This is a ton of food, but it's how we do it, right, Bubba? All right, so for lunch, I'm actually going to make some tofu spring rolls, and they're really good. I typically wouldn't eat this for like lunch. If I was just chilling at home, I'd probably have fries or something, just being real with you guys. But I wanted to show you this recipe because it's super good, and I need to take photos of it for my project. So we're gonna make that. I actually have some tofu that I pressed and froze. So I'm gonna use this. I have to defrost it, and then I don't think I'm gonna marinate it at all, but I've never done this before, and people say that, like, for some reason after you have pressed tofu and then froze it, it's actually better than if you didn't. Like, they say that it soaks up, well, maybe I will marinate it because they say that it soaks up the marinade so much more, and they say that the texture is better, so I figured that I would try it. So yeah, let's do that. All right guys, so we're gonna make these spring rolls, and I'll just show you what I'm using first and then we'll go through the process. So I'm gonna use these Vietnamese spring roll wrappers, and I'll show you how to make these in a second. And then what I'm gonna do is I have a head of lettuce, 2 carrots, this big English cucumber, so I'm gonna julienne all of this and chop up the lettuce really fine. And then I also have, this is like the secret ingredient, I have some Thai basil and a little bit of peppermint from my garden. The Thai basil is like so key. And then I also just have my tofu here that I just marinated in a little bit of tamari, lemon juice, and garlic powder. So that's what I'm gonna use for the inside of the rolls. I'm also gonna put some rice in there. You could put rice noodles or kelp noodles, but I already have rice made, so I'm just gonna do that. And then we're just going to take a little bit of powdered peanut butter. So this is just the PB Fit brand. This is just an organic one. And I don't really measure this. I would say like a tablespoon is probably good. A tablespoon of maple syrup as well. I like to add a little bit of sriracha into here, but you could also use like a chili paste or something. Ground ginger. And I'm just gonna add a little bit of this in. You could also add garlic powder. I'm just gonna add in a little bit of coconut aminos, and we're just gonna whisk this together. Kind of taste this as you go, and if you want it sweeter, add more maple syrup. If you want more ginger, obviously add more ginger. Rice, I actually don't have a ton of rice left. And people always ask me how I get my cucumbers so in such thin strips for sushi, and I just use this julienne peeler. It has julienne side and then it has a peeler side. So I'll link it below. It's just something I got on Amazon, like this, and then I can cut it in half because it's just easier to do it this way. All right, so I have my carrot and my cucumber chopped up. I'm just gonna use half this head of lettuce. So I just basically cut, this is what I do. I basically cut the lettuce in half with the plastic still on it. It's just a way to like save time. And then you just wrap the plastic back around this, and then you just put a little binder on here, like a little rubber band, and then you don't have to waste more plastic. Like that. So the best way to do these wrappers is to do them one at a time. And I like to just take them and put them under my sink like this, and just get them wet on both sides. So we're just gonna do one at a time. I think I'm probably, maybe I'll have enough for like 6 or 8. So we're gonna put our tofu in here. You wanna make sure that there's like enough room on the side so that you can fold it in. I'll try and do this right. So you basically want there to be about that much room on the sides. So if you're gonna do this at home, get the 12-inch wrappers. These are 6 and they're just like way too small. But you'd wanna put enough stuff in here so that you can essentially roll it like a burrito. I can't really do that, so I'm just having to roll them like over. But I think the biggest thing is you want to just make sure that you wait till these are flimsy, because it makes it so much easier. And then you just roll them up. So yeah, here is my lunch. I'm just gonna have the rice on the side because I can't fit it in here. I already ate like 2 of these because they just kept falling apart. And then I'm gonna eat the rest of this cucumber too. It's just like the inside from the rolls. I know that wasn't like the greatest cooking tutorial, but I'll do another one in the future. I just need to get the bigger wrappers. Just having a little snack of some black grapes. I've been outside working in the garden all day and redoing all the mulch. If you guys saw my Instagram stories with the flood we had, he's eating the bag. But these are my favorite kind of grapes. Black seedless grapes are so good. So I'm just gonna eat these, drink a bunch of water, and then go back outside and continue working. So So I'm going to show you guys my garden. Look at this. This is all sweet potatoes. And then I have some normal potatoes in here as well. But I just remulched or redid the topsoil on this and planted a bunch of new seeds. I am so dirty right now. I'm like the biggest mess. But I planted so much stuff. I planted like all my winter stuff. So I have like kale. In the winter, we actually have a really long growing season because it actually doesn't even freeze here until like January, February. So anything that's like a root works really well. So I did beets, carrots, kale, butter lettuce, spring mix, bok choy, tons of stuff. But it's getting kind of late, so I'm gonna go inside and make some dinner. Well, I'm gonna shower first and then make some dinner. And here's my cucumbers. They're actually really late this year. My neighbor had so many cucumbers and mine are just coming in. We probably have like 10 or 11 now. Lots of mushrooms because I just redid the compost. So having your own compost is so nice because it just makes such good soil. And like this was a few days ago I redid these beds. So like they popped up so fast. That's kale. And got a little squash plant here. Hopefully I get some kabocha squash. Here's another one. Something keeps eating my rosemary. I have like this deer that just keeps eating all my stuff. But we got lots of time. So I got some red lentil chili that I made the other day. I'm just gonna throw this in the Instant Pot while I shower. And then I just made some fresh rice, so I'll have it with that. And then I'm also going to just chop up this zucchini and air fry it and have that on the side. But that's pretty much it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching and I'll see you on the next video.